Hi guys, long time no see. Welcome to my channel. Sorry it's been a while since I posted. May was a pretty rough month for us. Beginning of May, Jennifer lost a friend to suicide. It's been, a pretty rough month, and plus my husband, who rarely travels, had to travel to Iceland for his work. So he's, it's been tough not having him, and it's been tough for him too, being there. And so it's been a rough month of May, but he's back now, and we're eating properly, and we're sleeping properly, and we're together as a family, and we're feeling better. And we just pray for Jared's family that they're finding a way to get through what they're going through also. So I wanted to talk to you about this particular situation. It's pretty serious, and I just want to draw a little bit of light to it. There are a lot of reasons that people consider suicide, and one of them is bullying. And I think that we just need to be kind of aware of bullying. I was bullied as a child. I was bullied as an adult, as a matter of fact, in the workplace. I remember when I was a kid, I asked my mother, why do certain people pick on me or bully me? And she said, well, it's because they're jealous of you, or you have something that they don't have. And I said, but no, Mom, I think they just don't like me. And she said, no, if they just didn't like you, then they just wouldn't hang around with you. These people that are bullying you are making an effort to do an action. There's more than just not liking you. They're jealous of you. There's a reason they're bullying you. Whether it's because you have a mother and a father, or maybe because you have a little bit of peace in your heart, or maybe because you're not stressed out right now, or maybe because your grades aren't as horrible as all F's, or maybe because your hair's pretty today, or, there's reasons why people bully you. So it's not just that they don't like you. It's that they're probably jealous of you, or they're jealous of what you have that they don't have. So know that if you're being bullied, it's because you have something that somebody doesn't have. It's not because you don't have something. It's because you do have something. It's because you are special. Think about that. Although there are lots of reasons why people might think about suicide, but I want you to know that suicide is not ever God's intent. It's never God's intent for you to take your life. He gives you a temple, He gives you your body, and He wants you to take care of it. He wants you to be happy. He wants you to have an abundance of happiness. That's His plan for you. Don't ever think that, God made a mistake. First of all, God doesn't make mistakes like that. It just doesn't happen. So that's not even an option. And second of all, don't think that this is what God wants. It's not what God wants. God doesn't want you to take your life. He wants you to have a rich and happiness life. Remember that. It's not of God's will for you to take your life. I want to interject here. When people are contemplating suicide, it's not that they want to die. They don't want to die. They just want to stop hurting. And they're not necessarily mentally ill. If someone is extremely depressed or emotionally in pain, that doesn't mean they're crazy. So they're not crazy people, and they don't want to die. They just hurt. For one reason or another, they hurt. And they just want the hurting to stop, and they don't know of any other way. But there are other ways, and we need to help them find these other ways. One way, Mama Rosa was talking about and I'll link her below, she's a sweetie, mind, mouth, and your body, how all of our reprogramming starts in our brain. And if you are thinking about suicide, go to your brain and say, I need help with this. How do I do this? And go to your brain and think, all right, I'm going to talk to my friend. Okay, now you're at mouth. Mind, mouth. Okay, so now you're at mouth, you talk to your friend. Now your friend might say, oh, stop, don't be silly, don't be crazy. But okay, you know what you got to do? You got to regroup. You got to go back to your mind. You go back to mind, and now you think, I'm going to tell my sister. So you go to your mouth and you tell your sister. Your sister's like, you're such a silly brother, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you know what you do? You regroup. You go back to your mind. You go back to me and you think, I'm going to tell my mother, or I'm going to tell an 800 number. Maybe you don't want to tell somebody that you know. Maybe you want to tell somebody who's a stranger to you. Call the 800 number. So you call the 800 number, you tell the 800 number. And they help you. They help you a little bit. But you're still thinking about, okay, maybe the next day you have to call the 800 number again. And then you talk again. And then the next day again. And then you know what? Eventually you get the peace. Eventually you work it out. Eventually you do. You need to have hope. And I want to tell you what hope is. Hope is not having something and believing that you're going to get it. People who have this or have that, they don't have to have hope. They don't have hope for it. They already have it. People who they don't have this or they don't have that, they hope for it. and they have hope that they're going to get it. So you need to have hope. So you know what? You need to reprogram a couple of times. You got to go back to your mind, think it through. What am I going to do next? Speak it out. Mind, mouth, me. Mind, mouth, me. The most important part is the sharing. Okay? Do you hear a dog barking in the background? The most important part is the share part. Sharing with your mouth. That's the most important part for you. Sharing and then regrouping. So you need to share, have faith, and you're going to be continually regrouping for a little while. It will get better. Trust me. There's something that I want to give you. I want to give you some advice. If you are contemplating suicide, you can go on YouTube videos and maybe you found a video. If you want, make a playlist and save this video to a playlist for self-help. You can create a playlist even if you just watch YouTube's videos. You do have to sign up. I think you have to sign up for a YouTube account, but you don't have to post any videos or anything. But you can create your own little playlist. I have one for cooking recipes that I want to try, and you can make those playlists private or public. So create a little playlist that says self-help and make it private. And then when you see a video you want, click the little plus sign at the top or click on add to. I think it's add to playlist, something like that. Create your little box that says self-help and then add all your self-help videos in there. If you want to pause this and take notes, do that. If you want to save this video into your self-help playlist, do that. Go and find videos from other people that have maybe thought about suicide and have gotten help and see what they've done. Save those videos, add those videos to your playlist, your self-help private playlist that nobody else sees. There are playlists that people do see. For example, if I do a tag video and I want everybody to see it, I'll put a playlist for tag videos and you can see all of my tag videos or whatever. But then there are playlists that I have that are private. So you can have a private playlist that just I see, a collection of grouping of things that just I see. You can do that, get a collection of self-help videos that might help you if you feel like you need a little bit of extra support. I just want you to remember that if you're contemplating suicide, you're not crazy. You're not letting God down. You're not any of that. You're a little stressed. You're and a little bit emotional, and you just need to get that worked out, and everything will be fine. God wants the best for you. He doesn't want you to. It's not His will for you to commit suicide. I'm truly, honestly serious about that. So don't do it. I battled with self-esteem issues. I battled with self-doubt. I alienated myself, and my kids did too. So we all have similar issues. If you just have extreme emotional thoughts about it, please do the MMM, mind, mouth, me, mind, mouth, me. Sometimes it's mind, mouth, mind, mouth, mind, mouth, mind, mouth, me. Go through that. Share, have faith. Share, have faith. Regroup. Remember that word, regroup. Mind, mouth. You didn't get the result you wanted? Regroup. Get your mind back in order. Get your mouth back in order and share. Mind, mouth, me. There is hope. Know what hope is and know that it's out there. It does exist. It's a real thing. Have hope. MMM. Be happy and be healthy. Thanks for watching.